What's up, guys? I made quite a bit of videos about iPad Pro, and I don't really think I'm done talking about this device, because right now I feel like there is a need of a video which I haven't made, which is the updated 2022 review of the M1 iPad Pro, the 2021 iPad Pro, the current iPad Pro, call it as you want it. But we are gonna be talking about the current model that's still here from the previous year, the M1 iPad Pro. Should you buy it still now? Is it worth for you? Maybe you should wait for the mini LED 11-inch model. Maybe you should wait for the updated this year's model. How is going? How are things going? Is this product even worth considering, especially that right now we are approaching almost that 1 year mark since this device has been released? And yeah, I'm curious how this gonna turn out. So let's get to it. But before we do, make sure to press the like button, smash that subscribe button. And now to the point. And the point is the iPad Pro, the essence of it. If you are deciding for yourself to get the iPad Pro, you need two use cases. One, you just want a premium device that's gonna offer you the best of the best capabilities, comfort of usage, because let's face it, there is the specification in this device that offers you more compared to the other iPads. For example, some people just love higher refresh rates like I do, so iPad Pro is the only iPad you actually can get that offers you that capability. On top of that, the extra power, extra performance, extra capability, extra software support, thanks to which it's gonna last longer and longer than other iPads. These are definitely the key selling points of the iPad Pro. On top of that, maybe you are in a need of kinda replacing your laptop, using the iPad as your main device. You need everything the best that you can. So you are wondering, yes, we have the iPad Pro, the current iPad Pro. It was quite a significant of an upgrade compared to the 2020 model. Brought a couple of improvements, was way more powerful, brought Thunderbolt port, mini LED to the bigger model, not the 11-inch one, but still, on top of that, you just got more specification in that device and even more of an overkill hardware. And when you want to buy the iPad Pro, you just gotta want it. Like, you either are able to afford this device, or you just are in need of the extra specification. And this is what iPad Pro is about. And in the context of the things said right now in this video, well, is the M1 iPad Pro worth right now, almost a year later? It depends. If you care badly about the 11-inch model and you want the best of the best, the longest supported, the most future-proofing yourself, and also you care about that bare specification of the mini LED display, well, then waiting is something of an argument. Then waiting is something of a point that you can make and actually, wait out for this device. But a couple of problems start to appearing when you realize that this device is still a long time from now. Like, it's supposed to debut like what? September, October, November. Plus, if you include the chip shortage and the fact that these devices are not easily available when they premiere, like, it may even be a year before you actually get to that newer model. And is it worth it in that case? Because you're gonna be pretty much depriving yourself of the iPad Pro experience because you're waiting for something new, and there's always something newer and better, and it's always gonna be that way. And this iPad Pro, the M1 iPad Pro, I mean, the name itself, M1, like, this is a serious business when we are talking about M1 processor in a tablet. Like, this thing was designed to last, and I repeat that in my multiple videos about iPad Pro, which you may check out on my channel. There are plenty of those. I will link a couple of them in the description. But like, the key point of this iPad Pro is that it's gonna last. You want a cellular version, you are future-proofed with 5G. The M1 processor is gonna be supported forever. I mean, iPad Air 2 from 2014 is still running the newest iPad OS. So like, this thing with M1, like, you don't have to worry about longevity, that like you wanna wait for the M2 processor because you wanna get extra longevity. Like, let me tell you, you will pretty much just upgrade the iPad on your own. If you are really a premium user, a pro user, then this thing will ever run out of the support. So I wouldn't worry about that. On top of that, the speed is still just unbelievable. Like, if I think about it, there hasn't been a single case when this device actually slowed down on me or lagged. Like, never. Like, this thing doesn't lag. It doesn't close apps. it doesn't stutter. There is no such thing as that. The screen is still perfectly fine, even on the 11-inch model. It's as good of an LCD as it gets. It's plenty of bright, very colorful, very accurate, very easy on your eyes, very sharp and very smooth. Like, yes, the blacks are not perfect, the contrast, it's not like OLED levels, but it's still fairly decent for the day-to-day use. Like, the only way you can actually notice that the screen is not mini LED is when you're watching movies. When you see the black bars, on when you see some higher contrast, yes, then you will see that OLED is just way better. But like, I wouldn't say that it's worth that much waiting and really depriving yourself of the iPad Pro experience, because this thing currently has it all. Like, I don't think that there has been a competitor that actually beat the A12Z, the previous iPad Pro. So, and this like is pretty much almost twice more powerful, maybe 1.5. So like, come on, you are future-proofed with that thing greatly. You have terrific speakers, USB-C in the Thunderbolt port. You have very nice display. The power, again, unbelievable. The design, well, there may be some redesign with the 2022 model. I would like to see that, because, you know, we've been running the same design from 2018. But is it really something wrong with it? I don't really think so. The bezels are slim, the device is very light, very comfortable. One thing that's not, you know, particularly perfect compared to, for example, M1 MacBooks is the battery life. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. 10 hours, about 10 hours, just as Apple is promising. But, you know, I would love to see some more, like at least give me those extra 2 hours on top of that 10. That would be really nice, you know. But I don't think Apple is gonna do that very soon, so I wouldn't really consider that. The battery life is plenty okay. The overall device has it all. Even if you care about the microphone quality, it still has very solid microphones. And this is kind of the metaphor, the, you know, oversimplified example showing that if you, whatever you care about in this device, it's pretty much gonna handle it when it comes to the hardware. The software is still not ready, it's never ready, because iPad OS team doesn't do any work, so like, you know, it is what it is. But when it comes to the hardware, like, I don't think there will be that many differences between the M2 iPad Pro and the M1 iPad Pro, considering that the 2018 iPad Pro is still pretty much the same way when it comes to the functionality as this device, so I wouldn't really worry. And if you want to buy that M1 iPad Pro in the year of 2022, I would say definitely go for it. I mean, everything is here. Even the cameras are fairly decent, you know, 4K 60 if you are into that, if you're into recording tablet. And hey, who's gonna forbid you that? It's still a very capable camera. Front-facing camera is decent with that ultra-wide and center stage. So like, there is really nothing missing, and the software support is gonna last forever and ever and ever. So this is definitely a product worth considering if you are into the Pro lineup. And if you don't know if you are, I will link my other video in which I explain specifically whether the Pro lineup is for you or maybe not. So make sure to check that out. And once again, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to press the like button. If you wanna stay for more, smash that subscribe button. And thank you for watching.